do I do this? I don't even remember. Oh my god, you guys. It's been... well, in ballet years forever, right? Because really it's not ballet years, it's ballet months or sometimes days. Do you guys have that? I'm watching Will and Grace all over again because. And Jack was like, I haven't worked out in 2 days, I'm so fat. And I was like, yes, that's what it feels like. Oh my god. So yeah, hi everybody. You're watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed, and it is time for the Pointe party. And, yeah. Oh, I should have left it in the bag. Oopsies. I got my feet fitted for some new shoes a ways back when I was still needing to rest my bones. And I got the Grishko Miracle shoe. So I have not used the Grishko Miracle before. Who is this? Yay. Oh, it's Emily. What's up, Emily? Hey, girl. Emily's one of my friends. She's an awesome dancer. You know, I say that because I've seen you on Instagram, Emily, but I know I still have to come and actually see you dance. So that has to happen. I know. We got to make that happen. So, yeah. Anyways, anyone who is in the SoCal area who wants me to come and see them dance, please hit me up. Let me know where you're at. Let me know where you're performing. And if I can get my ass over there to see you, I will. Oh my god. This is like sort of a cheating spiced tea. My mom makes the best. Good. My mom makes the best spiced tea ever. Even though she's not here with us anymore. I love you, Mommy. I miss you. Anyways, it's homemade and it has like this much sugar in it. But when I want to cheat a bit, I will just make it with orange spice, like a tea bag, and then lots of lemon juice and honey. So it's a little bit healthier. Who's this? Dancer44. I recently found your channel and I love it. Oh, thanks, girl. Thank you. Or boy, whoever you are, thank you. I'm so glad you love the channel. Because I'm drinking from my mug, so I gotta do my product placement. Product placement. Yumminess. Which Christmas is coming, you guys, and I do want to have some more merchandise ready for you all. So I'm going to try and get some t-shirts and things together. But if you want one of the Ballerina Badass mugs with Never Give Up, Never Stop Dancing on the back, got to hit up my merch page, which you can find on my YouTube channel. But anyways, more about that some other time. Tonight now, it's Pointe Shoe Party time. So yeah. Look at them. They're so new and perfect. So these are interesting, guys. Now they have this like sort of foamy filling. It's like, what is that stuff? It's marshmallowy. It's really soft and nice. But I gotta tell you, honestly, I'm so tempted to just rip it the hell out right now. I am gonna take that sticker off, because, yeah, that's gonna, rub against the bottom of your feet and not feel good. Anything that rubs, guys, bye-bye. Boop. Okay, that didn't work like I wanted to. I want to be all like, boop. There we go. I'll throw it away later, I promise, Mom. I promise. But here's the thing. Right now it's all great, but I'm wondering when these shoes start wearing in, is this going to start to peel off or not? It looks like it's solid. So I'm going to have to test that out and just see. If you look, oh, you guys have to see. That's my little my little Pointe shoe wall holder. Yeah. Now, I don't just tuck my shoes in here because it's plastic. So I don't just throw them in while they're, moist or wet after rehearsing. I only put them in here when they're dry, just as backup pairs or whatever. So, but most of these, like the Russian Pointe, which of course I love also, they just have that nice canvas cover over the shank, and that doesn't seem to be a problem. Whenever I cut my shanks, back in the day, I used to 3/4 my shanks to try and make my feet look even more fabulous, which they're pointy enough, folks. I need to actually be strengthening them more, but then the canvas and stuff would roll even more under my foot as the sweat got in there. And you just don't want a lot of extra stuff around your feet, guys. I don't think. Although, as I say that, Vicky at Pointe Activity convinced me that I should buy these. Okay. So I bought them because they're like bedroom slippers, you guys. They're so nice. I put them on. I was like, oh, I don't even need any toe tape. Oh, it's so nice. So I'm going to use them sometimes because it's nice, but I still really like being able to feel the floor, feel the shoe, just put some tape on my toes and do my thing, and I can articulate better. I like it way better. This is just, I don't know. I'm concerned that these are going to cause more moisture in my feet. So I don't know. I'll be testing them out. We'll see. What are they, like, no hurt pads or something? They're They're really comfy. And I saw your question, Dancer44, about turnout. You know, as far as turnout goes, everyone always wants to know more about turnout. And I've seen girls with like turnout, their legs just flop out, but when they're dancing, they don't use it. And other girls, my idol growing up, her name was Tina, what was it? Tina LeBlanc? Tina something. Oh my God, Tina, if you're out there. Anyways, I think one of her legs literally was completely turned in. Like, it could not turn out. It did not matter, you guys. When she got on stage, she was phenomenal. I mean, she had a lot of other great attributes. Pointing feet, perfect extension. When she did Diana Padactheon, and if you all don't know that variation, go learn it, go see it, go watch it on YouTube. Diana Padactheon, Acteon. Anyways, that first dun dun, that first jeté, she'd go boom, and she would hit boom, a perfect 180 degree arabesque and hold it in penché. Bum, 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 bum. But it wasn't even that, it was her flair. So I want to say that first. But as far as improving your turnout, Pilates, Pilates, Pilates. Also, progressing ballet technique. And I know I've told you guys, oh, I'm going to show you guys more about it. But here's the deal. You sign up for the Progressing Ballet Technique website, and you can sign up as a student or as a teacher. I personally think it's the same. I don't know. I was sort of checking it out, but I could be wrong. But it has all of these great videos, and it's $25 a month for 3 months, and then you're done paying, and then you just get to watch it. So that's incredible. And right now I want to email the owner and just say to her, hey, I'm a little intimidated because there's so many videos on there. I don't really know where to start, you know? So I'm getting a little overwhelmed by it. But it is an excellent resource. If you don't even have the money to shell out the $25, go on YouTube and search Progressing Ballet Technique. It's like Pilates on crack, you guys. It's amazing. And the exercises are really basic, but they are hard. If you're doing it right, they are hard. Ooh, she has lesson plans in the student version. Does she, Rosanna? Okay. I saw those, but I still just got, I don't know, like, well, which lesson plan should I do first and all that? And maybe it's just my anxiety kicking in. I'll admit that. But thank you for saying that, Rosanna Griffin. You rock. Shout out to you. But yeah, those are my initial recommendations. It's not just about sitting in the frog for hours or the butterfly. Sometimes that can actually end up making you tighter. It depends on your body type. But I think that learning to use what you have, and then no matter what, always be warm. Always warm up before you do anything. So 4 or 5 minutes of just jogging in place lightly. Doing some, I want to say Asian pace, jumping jacks, right? That gets your body just warm and the heart rate up a little bit. And then you can start thinking about stretching a little bit. So anyways, I'm totally like zoning out because I go into my zone thing. But first things first, let's try on the shoes and see which one feels better on which foot. Because my left foot is slightly bigger than my right. And every pair of shoes is different, especially if they're handmade. I think these are machine made, but even still, there are hands involved and, slight differences. I mean, we're getting picky, but, ballet, hello. Look at that. Whoa! There's the foot. Okay, high foot. Oh, crampy cramp. I know, it's been a little while, baby. I know. Okay. Let's put on a shoe, shall we? Sometimes I'll do just a little gentle squeeze on the box. Not too much, because my feet break these shoes in so freaking fast. No, I'm not putting on the ouch pad. Okay, let's see how that feels. Pretty good. Okay, let's bring the camera with us so you can see what I'm doing down here. Come on down. Okay, so we're down on the ground. Just gonna feel this out a bit. Let's see. You can see that. Can we turn that a little bit so you can see what's happening? Here we go. That feels nice. It's such a good fit. Vicky is a professional point shoe fitter. She is amazing. And so she really knows her stuff. So already this just feels excellent. And there is a little bit back here, but that's only because I put on the pad and my feet are just, I don't know if you all notice this, but feet do expand and contract. So, right now they feel just a little bit smaller than usual. So let's put the right foot on and see how that feels. Yeah, that feels good. I don't know. Do I need to switch them? I don't think so. Let's just see. Oh, that's nice. Yep. Okay. Let's switch them just in case. Let's just see. And I haven't tightened the drawstrings yet or anything. Feeling it out. Because some people like to switch their shoes back and forth. And if you have really even feet, go for it. You know, if that helps keep the shoes more even and they last longer, great. But my feet are so much different one to the other that once I decide which foot is which, I keep it the same. I do not switch them back and forth. That's a personal preference thing, I think. Let's see about this. Oh, no, I like it the other way. Let's just put those ouch pads on. Let's do it. Oh, I missed that comment. I saw there was a big comment. What was that big comment? I'm not on the computer. I'm on my phone. What was the comment? Let's see if I turn it this way. Oh, it won't lock it. Pooh. Let's see if this shows me the comment. Super chat. No. Chat viewing. All live chat messages. There it is. Claire Bear. Claire Bear, hey! Do you have any advice for stretching? It seems no matter how much I stretch, I don't see any progress. Ooh, okay. So let's think. While I'm putting on these toe pads of cheatiness. You're not making any progress, huh? Well, my first question is, tummy, right? Oh my God. Okay. My first question to you is this. When are you stretching? What kind of stretches are you doing? How much are you stretching? And what are you doing exactly? Because if you're not seeing any progress, there's a lot of factors there. It's not just about stretching, it's also strengthening, okay? So, you know, even those girls who just do all the, I forget her name, but anyway, she would do all these crazy stretches, but then she would hold it there and try and let go and hold it with her obliques, with the multifidi back here. That's what really helps your extension, is all of this stuff in here. That's what really makes it happen, you know? I'm still working on that, by the way, forever, because my body is just, that's my body, that's my life. But if you're not seeing any progress, you might want to just let go of that for now and focus on strengthening your core. Just let it go out of your mind mentally. Think, okay, I'm going to work on my core muscles. I'm going to work on my 6 rotator muscles, you know, the ones that I always talk about right under your butt. Boop, boop. And getting really strong. And then every once in a while, let that go. And at the very end of class, do a little stretching to cool down and then see where that takes you. That would be my first piece of advice. But without really seeing what you're doing, I don't quite know what else to tell you at the moment. If you would like to actually, discuss your stretching with me further, shoot me an email and we can go from there. But I do know there is an excellent program. You know that girl who's called the Ballet Freak? And she's this beautiful dancer. She's always doing these sponsored ads for this woman who teaches the proper way to stretch. Now, this program it costs like $200, y'all, or more. I forget how much, but it was a lot. And so I was like, I don't want to shell that out right now. But on the other hand, I do believe that doing stretches in the proper order could be key. So I'll see if I can come up with that link and put it in the box below after this live stream so you guys can go look at it and check it out. And if, any of you try it, tell me. I want to hear your thoughts and if it works for you. I've noticed for me that after I've done a proper warm-up, if I start with my head and neck and shoulders first and everything, kind of like one of those jazz warm-ups, you know, you're like da da and then you do and then you and then you get into the hamstrings and all that. When I go tune, I actually have a much better stretching experience. So that's me personally. So yeah, I hope that starts to answer the question, Claire Bear. But if not, you know, and Brack, I saw you, baby. Hey, okay, now I've got on the comfy pads in my shoes. Oh, you guys. I mean, it's ridiculous how comfortable these things are. I don't have to do anything else to these shoes. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Spoiled. Maybe finally I'll give in and feel like I'm wearing bedroom slippers while I'm dancing. Unbelievable. God forbid I should be like totally comfortable, right guys? Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna name them. So this is the right foot. So I've got a handy dandy pin here. No, wait, I don't wanna I normally use this red pen, but since it's got this foam on the bottom, I usually write it, I think that's going to soak in and then stain my feet. Maybe I should use, that's not better. Okay, I'm going to call these, because they're miracles. Let's do, and I also like to keep a pointe shoe journal. Remember guys, it's great to keep, especially if you're in the process of trying out different shoes and you're on like a pointe shoe trying journey, keep a pointe shoe diary. Just say, you know, the date that you got the pair, what it is, the size, you know, the make, the if it's kind of shank or width or whatever. Like this is a 5.5, which we're going a little bit, we're going smaller now, 5.5. No, a little bit bigger. Funny. Ooh, I missed that. What would you say? What did you say? You said something. Thanks so much. Definitely take your advice. Shoot you an email. Good. Oh, yeah. Mental illness. Girl. Yeah. Mental illness and ballet. It's interesting. When I was dancing at the last studio I was at, I was talking to the girls, and you wouldn't believe how many of them said that they dealt with crushing anxiety. And I don't know if ballet attracts anxious dancers because of the perfectionism and that tunnel vision, or if ballet brings it out more. I'd like to find ways for ballet to release the tension and anxiety, you know, kind of the way like when I'm doing jazz or modern or, well, character dance is my freaking, like, folk dance. Forget about it. Oppa! Da-da-da-da. That really makes me so happy. But back to the pointe shoe diary, because that whole mental illness thing, I've got videos I'm still editing with interviews that I've done, all kinds of stuff that are great that I want to share with you guys. So I did M for this one, and then R meaning right. So that's the right foot. And then this one will be ML for M left. Miracle left. Ta-da! My journal is not here. Bad Georgia. So I'm going to have some tea to forget about it. But leave some space. Write down the shoe. And then as you're wearing it, you know, make a little note of how was it a month in? How was it the first day? How was it performing? How was it at the very end? How long did they last? All those notes are great. They're just helpful for figuring out what you're going to want in your next pair of shoes, or if you do want to keep the same for the next time. So what I like to do, I like to darn my shoes next, and that takes a while. So we'll see if we get past anything past darning tonight. I should show you guys my little stuff here that I always have. Okay, so if you can see, I've got my waxed dental floss for sewing, which I like. I've got my kite thread. Whoop, don't turn. Oh, sorry, it got mad at me. Kite thread for the darning. I also like to use friendship bracelet thread sometimes. Elastics, the stretchy point shoe ribbons, because, oh my God, fabulous. A seam ripper, lighter. That's a thicker needle for darning, but I think I'm going to use the straight needles tonight for darning, and some scissors, and of course the pen. All right. And I also there is a top 10 toe shoe kit essentials video on my channel. So go check that out if you want. I talk more in depth about all the things you should have in your, I call it toe shoe because top 10 toe shoe, right? It's something. But anyways, in your kit, that you should always have with you. And let's see. Oh, I also need to clean up and re-sew my elastic on my ballet slippers because it decided to unravel. Bad Georgia. All right, so let's see what all is going on. Okay, so you all, if you didn't see that video that I just posted about that company that, oh, those are really thick. Okay, that's like ridiculous thick. Oh, that's a good one because it's nice and pointy. Look at that. Bam. You know what? Let's test it. Let's see if that's going to be good. I don't know. If the needle's really thick, yeah, that's too thick because then it's going to actually tear through the satin too much. I think I'm going to go with the curved one. There are some videos of professional ballerinas using the curved needle for their darning. So I'm going to go with that tonight. Let's do it. Let's be interesting. And it'll take about this much. I like to double it up. Anyways, I made this video talking about the recent brouhaha in Charleston, where that ballet company basically, you know, fired 23 dancers out of the blue and then fell apart. Well, they're trying to actually not fall apart. They're trying to rebuild and what's the word? Merge with another company, supposedly. Anyways, Dance Magazine broke the story, apparently, which if you guys aren't getting Dance Magazine, guys, get it. At least follow their tweets. It's just a great resource. And yeah, you're going to see a lot of the same dancers. I mean, they're really big on who? Tyler Peck and Isabella Boylston. It's kind of like their thing. They're in all the ads and everything. And they are badass dancers. I get it, but I kind of wish they'd show more than just them all the time. I'm like, could we see some other dancers? There are a lot of really good ones. And I'm sure if they were watching this right now, they say, we feature lots of different dancers. And I'm like, okay, I'm backing off. It just sometimes feels like, it's the same with everything, you guys. I mean, Hollywood, whatever, school, there's always one or two people that seem to get a lot of attention and other people don't. And yes, that sounds like I have issues. Why can't I be the Scooty Boo ballerina? Whatever. Okay, do you see how this kite thread's being annoying, by the way? Yeah, you have to be patient with this kite thread. I got it at a hobby shop. And it's pretty darn good. I like it also because it's close to matching the shoe. It really blends in nicely. And I know, another video I have a complete video that's just focused on darning. It's how to darn your Pointe shoes. So if you want to get even more detailed, you can go and watch that if you want. So yeah. Okay. I'm going to trim the little end. Did anybody do anything exciting for Halloween? That's what I want to know. You guys don't know what I did for Halloween. Okay, I'll be so impressed if anyone knows what the hell I was for Halloween because, damn it, everyone paid attention to my husband, who was Rick from Rick and Morty. And yes, it was really cool. And yes, he can do the voice. And yes, he's amazing. So whatever. And yes, I'm this old school weirdo who loves things from way back Disney movies. Okay, can you guess? Do you see the eyelashes? And I was wearing a tutu, and I had on a full hippo costume. Does anyone know what I was? Yeah, I thought not. Well, if you figure it out and you put it in the comments below, you'll get an autographed photo. First person to guess what I was for Halloween and puts it in the comments below. Oh, you got it! Dawn got it! Fantasia! Yes! Okay, Dawn, you get a signed photo! I'll get a photo of the hippo. Yeah, I'll get you that. That'll be awesome, because I need to do a little video dancing in the hippo costume. Dance of the Hours, hippos. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. I'm like, doesn't anybody watch Fantasia anymore? Okay, by the way, I like to start on the corner of the shoe, not right directly on the bottom, but on the corner. And I try and catch like the satin and then like, I don't know, a layer or two of, what is this stuff below it? Fabric. That's bad. I know. The anatomy of the shoe. I should be better about that. I have books on the anatomy of shoes. They're amazing. There's so many great books out there. I've got so many things I want to tell you guys about. That the resources, the books, there's just so much good stuff out there. Okay, so then I go right next to it, pulling it through. Notice I'm holding my finger down. That helps keep it from sort of raveling up and getting in a mess. So there we go. And then, I don't know if you can see that. It's such a great video. The darning video shows it much better, people. I'm here to talk and chat and chew, not just teach you how to darn it. I cross back over. I'm making X's. I like the X's for mine. Oh, that's the only thing is that it gets slippery sometimes. Come through. What do I use for that? Oh yeah, pliers. Oh, where do my pliers go? Damn it. Okay, pliers are great because the pliers will pull the needle through when your fingers don't want to. And I think I put my pliers, Marky plier. I think I put my pliers with my other sewing kit for sewing. So, oh, good, it came through. Hurrah! Huzzah! Anyways, anyone else out there? Hello, anybody? Did you all do anything exciting for Halloween? Did you dance on Halloween? Did you dress up for your Halloween classes? I see a lot of people do that. I tried once. It did not work out well for me. I ended up just not having a very good class because I was too worried about my costume, so. But that's me. Oh, hi there. Maybe we should trim this a bit. I'm just going to trim my drawstrings just a touch because they're kind of in the way. There we go. I'm not huge on drawstrings because they tend to put tension on my Achilles, and I'm always looking to avoid tension in the Achilles, y'all, because I used to have tendonitis in my Achilles, and that sucked, and I'm not having it come back. Thank you very much. Okay, so put that back. Oh yeah, I was talking about that thing going on with Charleston, with the ballet company there. It's American something something. Anyways, them firing all those dancers, it just, you know, this is a story. This is a story that has happened before, with companies of all sizes. It just is still frustrating to me. You know, dancers train for how many hours, how many years do we bust our butts to become this thing, you know, as perfect as possible, and then people don't want to pay us anything for it. I mean, that's ridiculous, you guys. I mean, that, like, it's like the amount of hours doctors put into becoming doctors, but doctors are saving lives and dancers aren't, so why should we pay them anything? But it's not just in the ballet world. I mean, in the commercial world, yeah, you make a crap ton more money relative to the concert world, but it's still a crap ton less than what the actors and singers are making. It's ridiculous. And then, you know, on Broadway, the Broadway dancers, they are busting their butts. Oh my God, if you guys have seen those shows, it's insane. And they do not seem to make as much. How can we change this, you guys? Can we change it? Do you think it's because people, you know, they're like, oh, I can dance too, or they don't realize how hard it is, or they don't appreciate it? I don't know. I'd like, you know, I want change, but I'm not quite sure how to effect it. So, muy frustratando, right? Yeah, very, very. So, I'm hoping a GoFundMe page will come up for those dancers, and then I will tell you guys, and we will all go and help them at least survive until they figure what the heck they're going to do next. And this is the hardest part, right? Let's say you get fired from a regular job, right? Okay, well, you're going to have to go out and get, like, let's say you got fired from your career job of, I don't know, what did you want to do? You wanted to be in marketing. Fine. So until you get your next marketing job, I guess you just got to go wait tables or babysit or do something in the meantime just to make some cash until you get your next job. Well, with ballet, every moment you're not spending in the studio, your body is declining. And in this world where it seems like, you know, a fraction of a difference in your musculature stands out. You know, they want this perfection as much as possible, and you spend 7 to 8 hours a day in the studio, and if you're not in the studio dancing, then you're losing what you have, so you feel bad. And also, you know, waiting tables is hard on your feet and hard on your body, and so that also is hurting your career. And so what are you supposed to freaking do, you know? How are you supposed to stay in shape and continue to make money while you try and go and find your next job, which of course causes more stress? And look, I know we've all done it to an extent. I remember, you know, even when I was with Cincinnati Ballet, they paid me so little money. I took a job in their fundraising department. First, no, that was Kansas City Ballet. No, with Cincinnati, I was in their, I don't know, whatever their business area was, but I got some extra work with them part-time, and I'd go into the office when I wasn't, you know, called for rehearsal to go do paperwork. And then, like, towards the end of the year, the executive director comes up to me. He's like, hey, you're so great in the office. Why don't you come to this side? And I wanted to say, F you, dude. I didn't say that because I was polite. I was like, thanks, but no thanks. I'm like, I don't want to be in the stupid office. Are you kidding me? I want to be in the studio, but I need money to survive, and this is the closest thing I can get to keeping me close to the studio so I can continue to rehearse as much as possible and understudy and all of that. And that was the other part, was that then when I wasn't in the studio, I'm not getting seen. So it was just really annoying. Really annoying. Anyways, I rant. Ranty rant. Okay, so if you all can see so far, kind of what's going on here, we're getting the darning. I don't know if you all follow Joy Womack, the fabulous dancer, the American dancer who was the first ever American female dancer to get into the Bolshoi, and then she subsequently left the Bolshoi because they tried to extort her for 10 grand saying, yeah, you can have a solo if you pay us 10 grand. And she was like, hell no. So she went and joined some other company with a really cool name. I forget, in Russia. But she has, apparently she says it takes her 3 hours per pair of shoes because she has this whole darning system. Her feet are ridiculous, you guys. I mean, and her talent and everything is amazing. So she, anyways, you should go and watch her videos on how she darns her shoes. Very, very interesting and effective. And she wears Gainer Mindens. I personally can't stand Gainer Mindens, but on her feet, I don't know, a potato would look amazing on her feet. And how you would dance on a potato, I don't know. Anyways. Keep on darning. Whoever you 7 people are, you better ask me a question, damn it. Ask me something. Just watching. Who do you think you are? It's called interactive, people. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's looking good. Yay! Get in there. Yeah. So my body feels pretty good, by the way. Since no one's going to ask me any questions, you 7 people watching. Aha! And the awkward silence continues. Oh, you want to see how far I can go with awkward silence? Okay, forget about this morning. Let's just awkward silence it and see how it goes. Are you dancing in Nutcracker this year? Yay, a question! No, I'm not. I almost did. I almost booked a gig, and then they ended up casting out of their own studio and said, oh, we got all the people from last year. So no, it was, I'd never met them before. They don't know me. So I was totally disappointed. Part of me was a little relieved because of all of that shoulder injury that I've been, dealing with and working back from this summer. And part of me is just really disappointed. I put out a couple other feelers just in case, because I'd love to do a couple of Nutcrackers. That would be fun. Just a couple, I have a friend who, she just had a baby, and she is doing Nutcracker. She's doing Sugar Plum, you guys, this chick. But she has really great connections in Texas. She's like done Nutcracker with them forever. So this is what happens when you break the needle. Okay, so sometimes you're going to break your needle, and here's what you do when it happens. You take the needle out really carefully, you put it in a safe place where you're not going to lose it and step on it. And then, this is actually a good thing to know. You take the thread, you don't want to waste the thread, right? So, I'll take this down here. Okay, take thread. Sit, boo-boo. There we go. We're going to cut the thread right about here so I can still tie it in a knot. Now I've saved all this thread. I can re-string it, so that's fine. So now I'm just going to take this guy and I'm going to knot it. It'll be fine. And this does happen occasionally when I'm not paying attention because I'm thinking about Nutcracker. What about you? Are you going to do Nutcracker this year? I think that was Emily who asked me. I want to hear. And yeah. There we go. So now it's knotted, so it will be fine. I'll just trim these edges and start back up again with another needle. Needle number 2. Let me see. How is that for awkward silence, huh? Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Hello, do you have any advice on how to deal with the loss of motivation? Oh, yeah. Okay, good question. Loss of motivation. There's a great documentary, and if I'm repeating myself, deal with it. It's a great documentary called Ballerina, I think it is. I know. Great name, huh? It's the one that follows 5 of the top ballerinas around the world. And one of them is Diana Vishneva. I love the Russians, okay? You know me. And she talks about how, she's like principal ballerina. And she's like, yeah, there are days I just want to quit. I just don't want to go back into the studio again. I am so tired. I'm just done. I've been doing it so long. And then you decide to go back in anyway. You find your passion again. And and then there's an interview with Baryshnikov that he even said, oh my God, I have times where I just want to quit and do something else entirely. I think in any profession you get bored, but as far as finding the motivation again, okay, I burn out every so often, right? So the last time I burned out, I decided to take some time off. Now, I wasn't under contract. I'd say if you're under contract and you've lost motivation, it's important to have a good, strong base of friends and family outside of the dance world. I've talked about this before. And find other hobbies and find things to do. I mean, seriously. And I know, well, you're supposed to eat, breathe, and sleep dance, but you've got to cook because it's important to eat healthy. You got to, you sew your pointe shoes, try sewing other things. I love to sew. I love to cook. I love to draw. I'm not necessarily good at drawing, but I just love doing it. I also love to play guitar. I'm mildly good at guitar, but I just love doing it. I also read a lot. I write. I love to go on nature walks. And doing all those things, getting out into nature, gosh, take a camping trip when you get a day or two off. And if you don't do tents, then find a cabin. If you don't do cabins, go get a hotel and then walk around the hotel if you have to. But get out in nature. Go to an art museum. These things will refill your creative wellspring. And when you sort of walk away from dancing, even for just an afternoon, you'll come back refreshed and you'll come back with a new perspective. And I think it's just great. I think it's really important to do that and to have a life outside of the ballet world. And I know easier said than done. I say this now with years and years of experience under my belt. And I saw that question about when did I go on Pointe? How old was I? I was 9 when I went on Pointe. I had very strong legs and feet. So I was good to go at that age. Some people go earlier, some people go later. You have to be really careful about your development, where your body is. I think if you go too young, the bones aren't strong enough yet and you can really hurt yourself. She joined the Kremlin Ballet and has now recently left. Oh, yeah, that's right. She did. Joy Womack. She was with the Kremlin. And what does this say? I'm an adult beginner and I'm dancing my first Nutcracker. Yes! Congratulations! You love something. Oh my God. Okay, I like this on the computer better because I can see the comments. Show me my comments. I know someone already said, I love that you're still raw. I'm so raw. Yeah. That sounds really naughty. I'm sorry, but I don't know. If any of you have not seen, and I don't know what age group we're all here, but for all of you adults, if you've not watched that TV show Glow on Netflix, holy cow, it is so good. And yes, I also watched the documentary about the real gorgeous ladies of wrestling. And yes, I realized they were not pleased with how the TV show turned out because no one's ever pleased with how the TV show turns out. When I saw Black Swan, there were parts I loved, but there were parts that I absolutely hated because you're going, that's not all what ballet is really like. And you're picking at it. But we all have to remember that that's the deal with Hollywood. Hollywood, sort of fantasizes the whole thing. They make it larger than life. They make it a little bit different, a little bit fancier or sillier or crazier because that's what makes for good storytelling, and documentaries are documentaries and whatever. But Glow, there's this great moment because these are actresses that we're dealing with here. And this one girl, she's really cool, but you're not quite sure if she's pretty or not. And the casting director says to her, when directors say they want someone they haven't seen before, they want someone raw and real and, not your typical pretty girl. They bring her in. But the reason they bring her in is to point out to the directors, no, you really do want the pretty girl. It's terrible. Like, they're so mean to her. Like, oh, you're so real. And she's like, I'm sick of it. Sick of it. Any other forms of dance you'd love the chance to learn? Oh, okay. I'm going to be a total snob here. Oh, I'm Clara in the Nutcracker this year. I'm really excited. Oh my God. Yes, Sarah, that's great. First, I got to do what other kinds of dance would I like to learn? Well, first of all, to snob out, I already know how to do, okay, let's see. Character. That's folk dance of flamenco, Russian, and then basic tap, not fancy tap. So I'd love to get better at tap. Jazz, Fosse jazz, 70s, 80s jazz, which I know you go, oh, that's Fosse, right? No, that's different. Also Cunningham, also Paul Taylor, also Martha Graham, also Limone. Postmodern. So I know all those forms of dance. I do know some ballroom, a bunch of the different styles of ballroom. I'd love to get better at ballroom. I don't know a lot of hip hop, and I've tried a few times, and it's cool. It's totally cool. It's awesome. They're not my tribe. You know what I mean? I love watching it. And you know who I'd really like to learn from? I'd love to take from, what's her name? Galen Hooks. I would love to take from Galen Hooks. She is phenomenal. I've watched her videos, so I'm going to figure out a way to do one of her workshops. I'd like to learn hip hop from her, because she's like sexy, but classy, but down to earth, but like she has technique. You know, she's amazing on all levels. So I think that's the style I would like to learn, is that kind of hip hop. And I think I might not look like a weird crane chicken trying to do it. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so that's the answer to that. As far as Ms. Hoffman's question about doing a character role, great question. I'd say when you get a journal and start to script out the show. So you've got Act 1 and Act 2 of The Nutcracker. In Act 1, say, just mark out all your scenes. So you've got the scene where maybe in your Nutcracker, Clara runs in to see her parents, and then there's the one where Clara's dancing. Each dance number is like a little scene. So make some space for each dance number, which you can then call a scene, and then find out, what are you doing in this scene? The great 3 questions that my dance/acting coach in New York taught me were, who am I, where am I, and why am I dancing? So who are you? You're Clara. But what's your last name? There's lots of different versions of the Nutcracker and different last names, I think. And I forget her original last name. If you want, come up with your own. Your parents. The 2 people who are playing your parents, do you know those people in real life? Do you like them or not like them? Pretend they are your parents, and then think about, are you really excited because your dad's going to be home for Christmas and normally he's always on the road working, or you're really disappointed because you're not going to get the gift that you thought, or maybe your parents punished you because you weren't doing your chores. Put all of that in there in those moments, and then for each dance scene say, why am I doing this dance scene? Stahlbaum, that's it. Stahlbaum. Yep, that's usually her last name. So Clara, this is a girl who believes in fantasy and dreams. Her Nutcracker comes to life. And who is that Nutcracker for you? Are you at an age where the Nutcracker becomes the prince and that's a boy at school you really like? Or is there some movie star you have a crush on, or a pop star, and that's your prince? Or maybe it's not. If you're really younger, maybe it's just like, for me, it would have been one of my stuffed animals coming to life. I would have just been heaven on earth if one of my little teddy bears had come to life and said, I'm going to dance with you all night. We're going to go to this magical kingdom of sweets. I would have been like, yay, let's go. That's always been one of my things, because I'm a dork and I love animals. So that would have been the prince for me when I was really young. So it just depends on where you're at. But come up for a reason why. There's the dance you're doing because you're excited about the Nutcracker. There's the dance you're doing because maybe you're supposed to impress your parents' friends with how polite you are and whatever, or maybe you're excited about your dress. But all of this, take it all from also your real life. Some of it's make-believe and some of it's real life. And start with that. There's so much more you can do, but I think that's enough for now on that question. Blah. I should do a review of Black Swan. I don't know. Have you guys seen it? Because it is beautiful. And man, that moment when she's in the bathroom stall telling her mom she got the part, I lost my stuff. I was like, that is ballet right there. And my mom actually did call me sweet girl. Yeah, she did. She'd call me darling, or darling girl, or sweet girl, or all of that, But she very much treated me like an adult too. I don't know. Anyways, but oh my God, some of those dance scenes, you guys, when they show her feet and they show her arms, and we're all like, oh, hell no, Natalie Portman. Yes, you definitely deserve that Oscar for your amazing acting, because I think she's a fabulous actress. But if anyone says she got that Oscar for her dancing, oh, hell no. Hell no. And if she were here right now, I'd say it nicer. But I could do that because she could look at me and go, yeah, I know you're an actress and you're in SAG-AFTRA, but what have you been in? Because I think not. And I'd go, you're right. You're absolutely right. I do not have an Oscar like you. How many does she have anyway? Didn't she get another one? I think so. And she went to Harvard and blah, blah, blah. She's just yada, yada, amazing. But that doesn't take away from the fact that in Black Swan, Some of that dancing, oh my god. And Sarah Lane being deprived of recognition for her double work. Rawr. I think ballet dancers should have agents. And what is up with paying for auditions for ballet companies? Oh my god. Mm-mm. If you had somebody make you pay for an audition out here in LA for acting, they would shut you down, okay? Like, that's illegal. They even shut down all the casting director workshops because they were like, you know, even though it's a workshop and you're not technically auditioning, they're like, yeah, this is still really skeevy. So I know all these companies like, oh, we need money to survive, but that's still bullcrap, you know? You have to pay to come and audition for us to maybe hire you, and then we're gonna have second company, and you could be in second company, or you can be an apprentice, or you can be a trainee, and it's, you know, no pay, and oh, aren't you just lucky to be here? And that stuff really starts to tee me off. And man, you know, to all those directors out there, I want to hear more from you guys about what's it like to be in your shoes. I'm sure it's tough. You're always trying to fundraise. People are always dropping out. Why do people want to pay for ballet? How do you make it happen? Should we just have the art for the sake of having art? And if all these dancers are willing to dance for you for free, well then, why not just let them? I know, it just still ticks me off a lot. I don't think it's right. Anyways, yeah. And so as you can see here, I've continued on, and that was where I made the boo-boo and broke the needle, and now we're carrying on around. So I'm going to go all the way around the whole edge here. Yes. Ooh, artists should be compensated for making art. Uh-huh. Well, yeah. I mean, especially if, here's the thing. I mean, me working on my own and making my own projects. Okay, so what am I making off of this video right now? Like, I'll make 20 cents in a month, you know? And as my followers grow and everything, I will make a lot more money, but I'm not getting paid on the front end for making this video because these are my projects. But I think if you're being hired by a company, the company should pay you, right? Right? I don't know. That just seems to make sense to me. I mean, oh my God. Who are some of your favorite dancers? Ooh, right now? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, I was just watching a video with the Royal Ballet. They were practicing, what's it called? Damn it, now I can't remember. But they were in rehearsal, and Missy was in there. Missy, and I forget her last name. You're catching me off guard here. That's great. I don't like people justifying slave. Oh, I know. Yeah, I agree. I don't like it either. Favorite dancers right now still, you know, I need to go out and see kind of who's new, but I always tend to sort of like the older dancers. Even when I was little, you guys, I like the older dancers. So it's not just you're an old dancer, that's why you like older dancers. I've always been that weird kid who got along better with older people and appreciated them more because, you know, like fine wine, they get better with age. They're just more interesting, especially if you are helping them make money. I know, Rosanna, I know. So I will say this. You know who I'm really liking? Iana Lopatkina. Is it Iana Lopatkina? I know the last name is Lopatkina. And she is a Russian dancer. Surprise, surprise. She doesn't have very high extension. Her legs are really kind of funky, but she is gorgeous and amazing. Amazing. I still love to watch, of course, Margot Fontaine for her expressionism. I love Svetlana Zakharova. And I love Alina. Oh, Alina. It's Svetlana Zakharova and Alina. Damn it. They're two of the Russian ballerinas, but Svetlana Zakharova's Swan Lake, I think, is my favorite. My favorite. Other than Makarova, you know, from way back with Baryshnikov. It's just amazing. I'm sorry, but the American dancers, I'm like, yeah, Alina Samova, thank you, Claire Bear. Alina is just ridiculous, you know, but that's just more for watching like a freak of nature, honestly, for me. But as far as Svetlana Zakharova goes, I don't like her in anything else, okay? I don't like her in Paquita or Don Q. I do like her in Carmen, I do, but Swan Lake is it. I mean, it's just amazing. And, oh, you guys, Alessandra Ferri. That chick, holy cow. I really wish I could have seen her Romeo and Juliet. She just did that one night only when she came back at, how old is she now? 52, 54? Ridiculous. But her Giselle is stunning. Male dancers? Oh, shoot. Okay. Nureyev, yes. Brezhnev, yes. Of course. But Eric Brune is beautiful. Acosta. Oh, Carlos Acosta? Yeah. Amazing. Oh, his Fil Malgarde Pas de Deux with, I think he did it with... You guys are catching me off guard now. I'm going, I don't know any names anymore. It's like deer in headlights. Amazing Ballerina with Royal Ballet. Anyways, he did the ribbon Pas de Deux with her. Gorgeous. There's a couple others. Well, of course, I'm always watching Iana Salenko. Iana Salenko is just amazing. Does she only guest now? And I mean, does she only do galas? Because all her Instagram posts are like, I'm doing a gala here. I'm doing a gala there. And you're like, oh my God, so many galas. Must be really good money. Maria Kochetkova is awesome, Sarah. She's like, and she's just such a badass. She's just weird and funky too. Like the way she dresses, she doesn't care. Well, she does care. I mean, she has a whole perspective. Oh, she's petite like you? Oh, that's so cool. No, she's petite, but like when she's on stage, she's a force of nature. And she looks just long and beautiful and amazing. Who else do you guys like? Who are you watching right now? Is there anyone new that you're watching that you're into? Oh, and by the way, did you all know that Michaela DePrince now has her own vlog channel? I think it's on YouTube. I haven't looked at it yet, but apparently she is sharing all of her experiences with injury that she's dealing with and apparently with PTSD. So as far as mental health illness goes, here's a high-profile ballerina who is sharing her personal experiences. So yes, Marianela Nunez with Carlos. Yes, you guys. Oh, you are my people. Thank you, Dawn. Yes. And I love Marianela Nunez. But those two together in La Fille Malgarde, I would love to learn that role. That actually, I would like to find a male partner. Yeah, right? I know, they're amazing. I need to find one. I actually met, oh, you guys won't believe this. This is what's great about LA. So I go up to this dance studio called Hama up in Toluca Lake. And they do a lot of jazz and ballet. Maria Koreva. Yeah, Maria Koreva is good. You're right. I have noticed her. And Matthew Ball. Oh, I know. So hot. Yes, he's also very talented. But let's face it, dude, he's hot. Oh my God. Oh, and of course, what's his name? Who always dances with Iana Salenko, the redhead dude from Royal Ballet. I mean, he's just ridiculous. That turnout. And his character dancing, so hot. And he's married with 2 kids. And I'm married too, by the way, but I'm not dead. And oh my God. I have like this thing where like, I have like ballet crushes, where it's not like I'm thinking, ooh, I wish I could date them. Yes, Stephen McRae to the end of time, right, you guys? Just ridiculous. But I like get ballet crushes. Like I look at these guys and I'm like, oh my God, I can just imagine him putting me up in a press lift and then bringing me down into like a 12 pirouette turn. Oh my God. Oh, like I get excited like that. I've explained this to my husband. He's like, yeah, I get it. I dig it. It's so silly. But anyway, so I'm up at Hama Studio and this guy, okay, all the students in there, they're wearing like sweatpants. They're like street people, regular people going to take a ballet class and, you know, maybe they do jazz or maybe they used to dance or maybe they hip hop. I don't know. And they want to take some ballet. This guy walks in and he looks like some kind of Indian, Filipino / African god. I mean, like, dude is really good looking. And, ballerina and tall, you know, ballet guy, muscular but lean and long. And he starts this class. It's one of the hardest damn ballet classes I've taken in a long time. I mean, and he started giving these corrections and I'm like, oh, this guy really knows what he's doing. Oh, he's like a real ballet dancer. So after the class, I was like, okay, dude, where did you train? You're like, seem like, and he said, oh, I trained at Royal Opera and then I danced with, and he started listing all these different ballet companies all over the world he danced with. And then he said, but now I'm here in LA because I want to be an actor. I'm transitioning. I was like, say what? I've done that. But, you know, I didn't talk about that because who cares about, you know, when you're meeting people, it's like, just listen and let's hear what they have to say. Well, then he starts talking more. Get this. This is the guy who choreographed that Take Me to Church video with Sergei Polunin. Yeah, that one where it's all him, take me to church, and his legs are flying everywhere all over that beautiful church. And he's like, and he's jumping in the air, and he's like, and he looks fabulous. This guy choreographed it, and he directed the video, and he edited the video. But apparently, the other person who was supposed to do the Michael Jackson video, it didn't turn out well, so the other guy took credit for the video, whatever. This guy doesn't care. He's totally fine. But he's friends with Sergei Polunin and all this stuff. Amazing, right? I'm just like, holy cow, I'm standing here right next to this guy. Yeah. And he teaches at Hama Studio in Toluca Lake. Seriously. Just ridiculous. I know. It is so rad. Oh, and I've got even one better for you guys. Since I'm rambling here. Ramble. I can't tell you who it's for. I can't tell you what it is. But I can say that I did, was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I worked on a Super Bowl commercial. Yes, I did. I got hired to dance in a freaking Super Bowl commercial. It was amazing. It was like regular dancing, not ballet. But I really hope that I make it into the final edit, because I did have a lot of close-up opportunities, so we'll see. It was so much fun, you guys. So much fun and really great pay. But the cool thing was the choreographer is like another huge name in the business. And the reason I got it because I know the director and he's seen my work before and he knows I can dance. And he's like, hey, you need to come and dance on this thing I'm doing. I was like, okay. And here I am suddenly surrounded by all these other dancers. A lot of them had done Broadway. They'd performed all over the world. One of them tours with Taylor Swift. Like all of these great people. And it's just crazy out here. I know, right? Hi, hello, welcome. The opportunities out here in LA for ballet, yeah, it's tough. You want to be a concert ballet dancer? I still am like, oh, I just want to go in and audition for LA Ballet for the hell of it. And then I think about it, I'm like, dear God, why would you ever want to dance with that company? Which, I'm sorry, LA Ballet, if you're watching. Maybe you're getting better. I just keep hearing bad things about you. I keep hearing bad things from other dancers who've been there and they've gotten burned. Really good dancers. So I just get like nervous. But as far as commercial work goes, there's just no telling what can happen when you're out here. So I kind of dig that. But I do still miss New York. I do still really want to dance on Broadway. You guys, like, for real. I would love to dance on Broadway. When I was living in New York, I was a mess. I was totally sowing my oats. And I don't mean messing around. I was only with one guy. But just like sowing my crazy, just whatever, oats. Not being Miss Goody Two-Shoes anymore. It was crazy. Crazy times. So anyways, all part of the journey. More on that later. I'm almost done. Do you guys see how long it takes to do this right? Plus I'm talking, but still. Normally I'd be watching TV. So that would distract me a little bit too. Okay, what else? What else? Oh, is anyone going, to read David Halberg's new book? If any of you are not familiar with David Halberg, talk about a male dance. I had some chili. Hello from Beijing. Yes, hello, Ann Zimmerman. How is it over there? Beijing. Oh, what would you say? Would you say ni hao? Ni hao? Oh, shoot. I hope I'm not being a total jackass. But hi. Anyways, David Halberg, I think he was the first male dancer, American dancer to join the Bolshoi. He's gorgeous. He had a huge injury last year. I think he was with ABT ballet, but he had a major rupture or something in a foot. He had to stop dancing for a year. He went to Australia, he shaved his head, and he started working with these amazing physical therapists who brought him back. Oh my God, yeah, it should be on your Christmas wish list. You guys, I want that book too. And apparently, since he's made his comeback, his whole perspective on the dance world and on dancing has changed. I don't know how because I haven't read it yet, but I think it's going to be amazing. And he is gorgeous. I don't mean gorgeous like Matthew Ball. Okay, yeah, he's like Ken doll hot. David Halberg is very, very unique looking, but like his body, long legs, ridiculous. It's okay, I'm American, and that's how it sounds saying it as well. Haha. Yes. But yeah, David Halberg is just beautiful. Beautiful. Like feet to die for, legs to die for. Oh my God, unstoppable. So I highly recommend. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, what else do people want for Christmas? What's on your Christmas wish list? Like, I know for me, I want that ballet floor in my personal studio, because then I could just really do my jumps and turns and things without worrying about getting shin splints and stuff. And I also I'd like a good dance partner. I'd like a good male dance partner for Christmas. That would be amazing. Like, that I could really start creating things with. Whoa, what did that say? Oh, that was a good one. Hold on. Come back. Come back. Great things about living Aussie is that we have lots of sports therapists who are good at what they do. Oh my God, it's so true. Australia is the place. I would love to make a trek there and learn more about what they do. And of course, progressing ballet technique. I think that came out of Australia too, didn't it? Did it? So good. So good. And I do want to get certified in it. If only just so that if I have friends who need it, I can be like, hey, I know what to do. This is what you do. So, yeah. That would be amazing. Okay. So, yeah. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Christmas wish list. Top choice college. Yes, Emily. I want to know what your top choice college is, though. To Australia. Wait, what did that one say before? No, before this one. I adore David Halberg. Oh, I know Katie Fulton. Hi. I had the chance to see him dance with Svetlana Zakharova and Giselle. Okay, I know. Arches for days. Wait. I gotta know. How was Svetlana Zakharova as Giselle? Because I feel like she's very regal and she seems like she has a very adult kind of thing. And for me, I mean, my favorite Giselle of all time has to be, and I know Carla Fracci is amazing. She is. And Alessandra Ferry is amazing. But I still think Kelsey Kirkland is my favorite Giselle, mainly for casting. Okay, because Chapman University. Oh, cool. Good for you, Emily. Yes. Do I know much about Chapman University? No. That sounds bad. But from what little I've heard it's a good thing. So yay. So I hope that works out. If there's anything I can do to help, I can come see you dance and then give you a letter of reference. This struggle is so real. Yes. Okay. Look, we finally got one shoe done and it's only an hour in. Okay, you know what? I'm going to start sewing the rest of the shoe now and then I can do the other shoe later. So that you all get a little taste of everything going on. I like to do ribbons next. Zakharova, first Giselle I watched, still my favorite. Watched the recording of her with Roberto Boll. That's another one, right? Woo! And just auditioned for a top college this weekend. Girl, oh my God. Oh my God. And you already submitted your applications? Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, toy. For all of you guys who are going the college route, I think that's awesome. And by the way, it won't stop you from having an amazing career, okay? It will not. The journey is so much longer than you think it is, you guys. So, very cool. Okay. We love the elastic ribbons. Yes, we do. Now, some people do the thing where they fold it in, and then you put the elastic right here. Ding, ding, ding. But not for me, because my arches are lower than other people's feeties. So, I like to put the shoe on. Oh, wait. Let's put on the flip pack, because it's cozy. Can't wait to show you guys my video of me putting my hair into the fake bun because it's amazing. Just a little bit longer. I will be back in my real bun again. Okay, so here's the shoe. There's the arch. Boom. So I'm going to put it. See how my arch is like poking out right there? Boop. I used to crisscross my ribbons. I don't anymore because it pulls back. Nice to meet you finally. Zakharova is amazing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Svetlana Zakharova is just ridiculous, right? I mean, the only thing I don't like about is that she has to bend her knees a lot because her legs are so damn long and so hyperextended. She has to, like, bend, when she's doing the fast stuff, she has to bend them a little bit. It's almost like a giraffe. Like, and I'm sorry, I'm being picky here. I know, because we're all picky. And I don't have even 1/10. So I'm trying to be humble for the beautiful Svetlana Zakharova. Okay, I'm sorry. But, oh my God, I don't even know how she gets around with those legs. And it's like they're almost like she's to like push them down. What is that? Amazing. But, yeah, I should watch her Giselle sometime. I should. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, so I'm going to put that elastic right there on the arch. And thank you for the arch compliment. Yeah, arches are fun. I like them, and I work on them. I need to work on my extension like I work on my arches for sure. I like to fold the elastic a little bit. I put it on the inside. If you can see like that. So I'm putting it right there. And then I take my dental floss on my needle. Boop. Right here. And I'm knotted it on the end. And we just sew. Sew. Oh, good. You guys are talking. Yes, I love this discussion on the channel. Yeah. Because we are a tribe. Oh, yeah. I totally agree, Claire. When it comes to sass and sassiness, I'm like, no, now we got to talk about you know, Diana Vishneva and, Marianela Nunez, of course. Iana Selenko, of course. Who else do I watch? Lumkina. I watch Lana Lumkina. She's good. Okay, we need to talk. How about what are some more American dancers that people like? Because I know they're out there. I know Isabella Boylston is lovely. I don't know why I don't get as excited about her actual performing, but I love all of her Instagram stuff, and she's such a sweetheart. She seems like a really good role model. I actually didn't used to like the redhead dancer with ABT. She's a little bit older, but actually in seeing her perform, like her Swan Lake, she's a very beautiful, expressive dancer. Really pretty. I'm a fan of Sarah Lane, if only because she's just worked so damn hard to get there. She's beautiful. I mean, she's so sweet. I saw her live in Coppelia, and she was lovely. Lovely. And I think she should have been a principal dancer way sooner than they made her. But that's my personal opinion. Stella Obrerski. Really pretty. I don't get as excited about them as I do the Russian dancers, you guys. I'm sorry. I feel so bad. Okay, who from Royal Ballet? Who else? There's Frankie Goes to Hollywood. She's like one of the newer principals. She's good. Oh, I do love, who's the short girl now with Royal Ballet? I follow her on Instagram, and now she just became principal. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Who would you promote in Royal Ballet if I could? Ooh, good question. Well, now I gotta go and watch who their underlings are again, because it's like, you look once and then they change again. The one that I really loved did get promoted. And now I can't think of her name. God, that's so sad. Anyways, she's short and really cute and spunky. Brown hair, brown eyes, beautiful dancer. Amazing. And when you comment on her Instagram, she'll comment back. She's so sweet. So, I was a huge Stephanie Bustle fan also, by the way. Sarah Mearns and Ashley Bowder. Not just because they're fantastic dancers, but their activism is inspiring too. It's so true. They are lovely. They're just lovely people, right? Yeah, totally agree. Amazing. Who else though? Let me think. Yeah, good luck, Anne. I'm watching the conversation between you two and I'm loving it. I don't know. Who would you promote right now? Because you're obviously more on top of it than I am. Like, I know on World Ballet Day, I was so excited that it was happening, but I honestly was doing something completely different that day. I was out in nature, I think, because I needed nature time at that time for myself. So I am a little behind on who should get promoted. Not good, I know. I would, if I could go back and do it again, Boston Ballet or, Yuhui Ko? Oh, is that it? Was that one? Okay, I'll look her up. Okay. Yeah, Royal Ballet or Boston Ballet, I think. Those two, especially Royal Ballet. I'm not sure if she's been promoted yet, but Claire Calvert. Oh, yes. I'm not familiar with Yuhui. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. She's amazing, huh? What have you seen Yuhui do? I want to know that you love, because I'm interested. You know what else? I would love to learn the Frankenstein ballet. That looked amazing, you guys. Amazing. And Laura Moreno played the lead, and she's just amazing. If you want to learn about character acting, watch the videos the Royal Ballet did on the development of characters for Frankenstein. Amazing. Oh, Sugar Plum. Oh, yeah? Sio. Oh, yeah, I know. Sio is amazing. Oh, and of course, I can't believe I'm forgetting this. Ashley Ellis at Boston Ballet is just incredible, you guys. I think she's like understated and classy and just beautiful. And yeah, well, body goals, of course. As far as Ashley Ellis goes, I think she has like a beautiful yet healthy body. It's amazing. It's just so good to see that. Like, the emaciated dancer is finally going away. I do not want that to come back. I love to be nice and thin, but boy, the goals that we had growing up were not healthy at all. So, yeah. And if y'all want to dance a long time, starving yourself, just FYI, does not work. I know. I tried. Doesn't work. Just makes you more unhealthy and more unhappy, too. For real. Sewing the other ribbon now. Ribbony ribbon. And I think I'm going to I'm going to do this in the elastic, and then we'll talk about more, and then I'm going to go eat something. It's a little late, but I gotta have some kind of snack, because I am getting tired. Almost bedtime time. And I've got my monthly goal of giving myself a mini class every morning this month. Yeah. Because maybe, just maybe, I will get called in last minute to do a nutcracker, I hope. Maria Alexandrova, yes, an unconventional body type. It's true. It's true. I really like her. Oh, I'm glad you liked it. Yes. And what's escaping you? Hold on. What did you say? The name of the dance store. Oh yeah, that's Activity Point. That's where I got my shoe fitting done. Amazing. Activity Point is run by a woman who was a professional ballet dancer, and she was with Alvin Ailey, and she was a commercial dancer. She's in the movie Chicago. She's in the movie 9, the number 9, you know, the remake. She's gorgeous. And this woman, I mean, like, I don't know when she was last in class, but her body is perfect. Like, and she dresses amazing. So she's got attitude and style and pizzazz, but then she's also down to earth and real and kind, and she knows her stuff. I'm telling you, you guys, you've got to follow her on Instagram. It's Pointe Activity on Instagram. I guess she did it backwards, but amazing woman to know, and you definitely want to pick her brain about shoe fitting for sure. Oh, yeah, good. Oh, I know. Well, here's the thing, Anne. She is putting together an online shop. Do me a favor. Go hit her up, like, comment on her photos and say, when's your online store coming? I want your online store. Please, could you get your online store going? Please, because, you know, and, like, could you put up some more videos about fittings on here, like mini videos? Kind of, like, stay on her butt about it, you know, because I think the more that she hears that, the more she'll do it. And Vicky, if you're watching. Yeah, you know, she's so busy, I think, caring for her customers that, you know, she maybe she doesn't have as much time to set up the online, but I know it's in the works for her, so we'll see. Oh, you guys, talking about all this now, I'm like, oh, I wish I were, like, ready to go right now and do a nutcracker. Brr. Yeah, good. I'm glad, Anne. Okay, here's another thing that happens when you're not paying attention. Although, this is the left foot. Guys. This is the Pointe shoe party on what not to do. Look, do you see how I sewed this one completely further up than this one? Not good, because I wasn't paying attention, because I'm talking. Now, this isn't too bad because it's on my left foot. That's on the outside, so it wrapping around, you won't see it. The important one is the inside where it really accentuates. I want it to pull up right at the arch, because then it'll look really pretty. But I don't know if I should pull this out or not. I think I should. I'm gonna leave it and try it, and then if I don't like it, I'll pull it out later and redo it. But oh my god, you guys, how many, like, Pointe shoe fails are there? It's just ridiculous. It's because I'm so excited because I missed you guys. I missed you guys so much. Okay. Ooh, following her definitely will harass her. Yes, Vicky. Yes, the balance block. Oh my god. I love that balance block. I was just using it yesterday. The balance block, and that's going to be on my ballerina hack video. You should take the balance block with you everywhere. And no, I don't have it in front of me. I think it's out in the living room right now. It is. It's this foamy box, you know, but it's squishy, and it's great for balance work. So it's like, you know, a much smaller, much cheaper Bosu ball. You know, those half things. It's like got a platform, and then it's round on the bottom. You can take it with you on trips. You can use it as a pillow. It's pretty dang comfortable. So pillow / balance thingy / stretching tool. So I'm going to show you guys some of that stuff when I make that video. When? I know. When, Georgia? When? I have the list ongoing, people. It will come. It will come. But yeah, that thing is amazeballs. Okay, let's get some elastic on this puppy so we can see how it looks. Okay, elastic for me. Boom, here it is. You can get all the other kinds. The white meshy stuff, it falls apart really fast. It's kind of cool looking and all, but I mean, seriously, that stuff, it just disintegrates and falls apart on me. So I use the old school. I used to crisscross. I don't crisscross anymore because for me, I realized it was somehow kind of pulling my foot back into the shoe. I don't need that anymore, so I just use the single piece. I put it on either side of that, you know, like flap of satin right there. So right here, I'll put it right here, and then I'll bring it around the other side. But let's start with the first side. I don't go too low. I also try to be careful about knots right here, because if you have a really thick knot back here, it's going to rub on the back of your ankle, and it's going to hurt like a You know what I'm trying to say. Biatch. Keep thinking of Key and Peele. I said bitch. Anyways. In and out. Dental floss. Wax dental floss makes it go much faster, y'all. Now, if you don't tie your knots tight enough, then of course it also comes out a lot easier. But on the other hand, if you need to fix a sewing job really fast and you're backstage, it's great that it comes out easier, because then you're not trying to yank at it while you're, trying to fix it backstage, and you're on stage, and blah. So anyways, pros and cons for everything. Let's see, y'all. Yeah. Let's just get this started. Let's get started. I do not like that song. Okay. I'm coming around. I do like to sew the whole sucker down. It's more stable. And it will hold up longer. I'm so hard on shoes. Here we go. Be taking at West Side Ballet this weekend. I'm really excited. Oh, you guys, it's so tough. Another ballet coach I have way up in Buena Vista, Colleen Callahan. She's amazing, and she danced with ABT. And she would totally be willing to coach me. It's going to cost money, but she would be willing to coach me for that competition in Missoula in January, but I just don't think I'm ready. I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get ready the way I need to, because as you all remember last year, the floor was really slippery and I fell on my ass. I do need to redeem myself, but I don't think I have the money for the plane ticket and the costumes and the coaching and all the shoes I'd need, even though I have been invited to give a talk about my channel and do a workshop, and I'd get, a little bit of money for that. But I asked what they would pay, and this is where I'd have my agent call them and say, actually, she costs this much, so I don't think they have the money to pay me for that. So I don't think I'm going to be able to go this year. I need to let them know that. I'm really disappointed because I really want to go very, very much. But part of me is like, it's important to go when you're really ready. Sometimes it's good to go when you're not ready. Last year I went and I was not completely ready, but I was able to afford it, and it was an amazing experience. This is the dance competition in Missoula, Montana, run by Charlene and the Rocky Mountain Ballet Theater. It's a really great opportunity if you're just wanting to get your feet wet and started. But if you want to get your feet wet in competitions, this is a really nice one. It's small, it's friendly, it's all different dance styles, all different ages. Also, there are different, they have the young group, the senior group, and then I think, if you're older, you can go and compete. There's no cap on the age thing, I don't think. It's cold but amazing, and it's also, they do a lot of outreach. They have a lot of amazing dance classes going on. They have a lot of great workshops going on the whole time, and of course performances. So it's an amazing opportunity. And if you're not quite ready yet, or you want to know what it's like before you start hitting up YAJP or Jackson or all the big ones, Prix de Leçon, this is the place to go. I think it's just great. So if you go online, I know last year was called Vibe. This year there's a new name for it. And I know that Gene Kelly's wife is going to be there, which is amazing. So if you can, try to go. And if for some crazy reason I somehow managed to pull a rabbit out of my ass, I would love to go too. And I'll see you there. But I will warn you, I was going to make a video about this, like a ballerina rant. Beware the professional dancers who say they're going to give you their signature. Yeah, there was a dancer there last year. I won't name their name. They are a professional dancer, very beautiful or handsome. So maybe it was a boy, maybe it was a girl. I'm not going to say who. But they were like, yeah, I'm going to autograph my picture in this book. So you could buy the book, and then you'd walk over to the person and they would sign it for you. Well, you're like, okay, great. There's nothing telling you. There's no sign warning you. So you go up, and then it's $15 for my signature. Was it 15 or 10? I want to think it was 15. Maybe it was 10. But you guys, this dancer was charging money for their signature. That's ridiculous. I know drag queens do that. Awesome. It's kind of known in the drag queen world, but it felt so tacky. And then to add insult to injury, get this. I didn't have the money that night because I didn't know. I was like, oh, well, I'll be at the competition tomorrow. I'll pay you then. And they said, okay. So I go up and I compete, right? I did 2 solos. The first variation I did was Gamzatti, and I totally crashed and burned and fell on my ass in the double attitude turns. On the very first one, it was awful. But then I got up and everybody clapped because I kept going. Yay. Didn't win a damn thing, obviously. And then I did the second variation, which was a contemporary classical piece that I had choreographed. But then right when I come from backstage, I come out, and like everybody's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry you fell, but wow, it was so amazing how you got right back up. That's so great. This person comes up to me and they're like, wow, are you okay? And like I could already tell they weren't really concerned about whether I was okay. They wanted their money. They wanted their money for their signature. Like, seriously? Seriously? It was so not classy. Don't do that, you guys. Don't do that, okay? Don't, just no. Just don't do that. So if anyone's watching from that competition, I highly recommend you do not let them charge for their signature. I don't know. And I know you'd say, oh, but dancers have to make money. Georgia, weren't you just talking about the whole fact that, you know, dancers are starving and they need to do what they need to do? I guess I don't feel like that. It just didn't feel right, guys. I don't know. Weigh in. Tell me if you think I'm crazy. Go ahead. Say what you want. Okay, now I've got the elastic on one side. Let's put it on to measure for the other side, okay? So putting the shoe back on again. As you notice, you put it on 2, 3, 4 times in a sitting while you're sewing to keep on testing it and see how it fits, right? So here's the shoe. There's the elastic right there, right? And see how right where I'm pointing is pulling up on there. Here's the elastic. I'm going to take the elastic now and pull it around to the other side. I don't want it so tight that like it's going to dig into my skin, and you want to flex your foot and feel, is it too tight or not just pointed. See how it feels. Like, okay, I want a little more space so that when I flex, I'm not it's not digging into my flesh. Okay, so that's actually pretty perfect. Okay, so I will just now, and then you can mark it with, you know, a pen if you need to. I've done this so many times I can tell where I want it to go. Yep, like that. Okay, I've got it knotted. Yes, so let's get this other side done. Let's get this bad boy done. We can take a look at the shoe. Okay, let's see. Are you guys even still with me? I know, it's late. There's 4 people left. Oh, you guys. I totally get it though, because life, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to finish this shoe up. I'm going to try it on for you so you can see how it looks, and then we will say goodnight. I really want to thank you all so much for watching and for being here tonight and for all of your questions. They were really good questions. You know, we talked about a little bit about stretching, a little bit about turnout, different dancers you like, college. It's really cool. Really, really cool. Totally dig. I love this community when it's being nice. 4:30 p.m. here in Australia. I have been darning my Pointe shoes with you. Yay! Oh my God, how's it going, Claire? Are yours turning out the way you want them to? Like, I'm really excited for you. And what kind of shoes are you wearing? Do tell. She waits with bated breath. Ooh, don't come out. Let's see. I love that. Somebody out there is darning shoes in Australia at the same time. That's what makes the internet awesome. I know there are problems with the internet, but that makes the internet awesome. Let's see if Claire answers. I'm dying to know, Claire. What kind of shoes are you wearing? And how are they turning out? Yeah. There we go. Grishko 2007. Yes. Used to wear Block Heritage. Just didn't work. 2007, the best shoe. You're on your 3rd pair. I love the Grishko 2007. Good pair. Awesome. And then, of course, I did a lot of the Grishko Nova, too. Oh, my God. Send me a photo of your darn shoes. I'll put them on my Instagram page. I don't know why I am like... I've had 1,600 followers for, like, the past, I don't know, 6 months. Ridiculous. Ooh, doing this tonight makes me happy. I have super narrow feet, only ones that really work for me. Oh, good. I'm glad the darning's working. Yeah, it's funny. The size of your feet, the shape of your feet, all of that makes a difference. It's amazing. Oh, and by the way, fun fact, that guy taught me at that class at Hama, I was like, oh, do you think that, because see, there's different shapes feet, There's the Greek foot. There's the Irish foot or something. I forget. Yes, send me the photo on Instagram. Please tag me. I want to see it. And if I have your permission, I'll repost it. And I, of course, will tag you and credit you and everything. I want to see. Anyways, my foot, besides, of course, the crazy bunions, I have the longer second toe. And there's a name for this kind of shaped foot. I forget what it is. But here's what's great. Nobody ever told me this before until this amazing guy who was from the Royal Ballet and all around the world. And he said, I have that same foot, in some kind of really cool accent. And he was like, it makes it so much harder to balance because if your big toe is the biggest, your balance is really nice right here. Or if your toes are straight across, you have a pretty firm balance. But when the toe is longer here, it makes it so that you kind of are always wobbling one side or the other. And I was like, oh my God, story of my life. I wonder how much better my pirouettes and my balance would be if that were not my foot shape. I'm just curious. And I know that's not everything, but I feel like my spots improved, my posture's improved and everything. And, you know, I'm tired of just doing like doubles and triples. I want to do like some 5s and 6s, you guys, right? Literally darning my freeds in South Carolina. Yes! Oh my God! In South Carolina. Wait, South Carolina? Is that where it's happening? That company? You're simply the best. Oh, please. Yay, Katie. Do tag me. I love it. And are you out there where that company fired all those dancers? Is it true? And also, are you near Jill Barr at all? I'm dying to know because I took Jill Barr's choreography class. I still talk about it to this day. She's amazing. Or at least she was. My experience of her, it was incredible. I'm friends with her on Facebook. Anyways. But I love that you are darning your freeds. And anyways, yeah. So for all you people out there, just know also that the shape of your foot, the shape of your body, all of it makes a difference, but none of it means that you can't be a dancer. It just means you have different challenges. And, you know, I know we look at those magazines and we look at the covers and we look at the dancers and we think, I'm going to be skinny like them and that'll be the answer. It's not the answer. I'm going to get my leg just as high as them and that'll be the answer. It's not the answer. You've got to find what it is that makes you shine. What is the thing that turns you on and lights you up? And when you find that, yes, you'll always be working on the other things, but they're not everything. I know it seems like it, but they're not. You know, I mean, I freaking made a career without having my leg above my head like that and all that. Ooh, yes, I gotta interrupt. Wait, I gotta see this comment. This is amazing. I know, yes, the Charleston Massacre. I'm on the other side of the state in upstate. Oh my God. Yeah. If you can ever go find Jill Barr, ask her if she does a choreography class or whatever you can get your hands on with that woman, because I think she's an amazing, amazing teacher and choreographer and director and all of that. But yeah, the Charleston Massacre. Ugh, ridiculous what happened. Just terrible. I'm so sorry about that. All of it. Everything that's happening in our country right now, you guys. It's an interesting time, and I wonder if the internet makes it seem worse than it is because, you know, we have access to news all the time. You can hear about every horrible thing that's happening all over the world. You can also hear about every wonderful thing that's happening all over the world, but people, of course, tend to notice the horrible stuff more, and maybe we need to know about the horrible stuff because we need to find out what we need to do to change it and fix it. But I get exhausted. And I do have times, I mean, I'm really trying to make an effort to be on my phone less. I know I'm on my social media less. I will do more videos again, but it just... I didn't finish the same shoe. I darned the right shoe, but I sewed the left shoe for ribbons and... Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. Okay, too bad. Let's put the left shoe on and take a look at it. Let's see what we've done. But I do recommend unplugging. Unplug from your phone and your social media, you guys. You've got to, and breathe. It's just, I think it's important. I really do. I know for me, I'm a lot happier when I'm creating and not on social media all the time. And yet, if I want to see my friends from all over the world, guess what? I'm not always going to be able to hop on a plane and go see them. In fact, rarely if ever. So I have to be on social media for that. It's all about balance. Everybody, balance. Ha ha. Okay, I'm tying the ribbons. I like to tie them with my foot flexed, like this. Looks really stupid, but I do it. And then I cut my ribbons, like now that I've tied them, I cut them, how short do I want to cut them? I guess here. A little longer just in case I want to reuse them. And then, burn, baby. You can also use nail polish. if you want, but I like to burn the edges so they don't unravel, I mean, whatever you want to call it, fray. Can you see that at all? I don't know if you can, but woo! Don't burn your face off. Okay, wait for it to cool, because it'll burn your skin if you wrap it up too soon. Let's, now, are we done? They'll melt together. Because they're elasticized, it's not like the whatever, satin ribbons. If you fold it too soon after you've burned it, it'll all just melt together into a mess. So, okay. Now I'm going to fold them and tuck them. Okay. Oh, you two are bonding. I freaking love this. So there's the shoe now finished. Oh, and these. Yeah, we got to do the drawstrings. I'll tie a knot so that they don't get lost, and then I will trim. Trim and tuck. Let's tuck them in. Okay. Get in there. Get in the shoe. You can tape them in there if you want, whatever. But again, I don't want anything extra rubbing. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to bring the thing on down. Bring it on down. Can you see what's happening? Boop, boop, boop. So, not darned, because I darned the other shoe like a yum yum. Oh, is someone saying something? Oh, good. There we go. So there's the shoe. I did not touch the shank. I did not break it with my hands. I have not cut it or anything because this shoe is pretty much just ready to go right where it is. It's a little soft, actually. I'm worried I'm going to break them in too fast, but there's the shoe. All right. Ta-da. Let me see. Do I like where the elastic is? I might move the elastic over a little bit, actually, on this shoe. I'm not quite sure, but I might do that. I like where the ribbon is here. Let's see how the ribbon looks on the other side where I sewed it higher. I don't mind that, actually. I don't mind that at all where it's pulling. So that's actually quite nice, and I like the way it looks. I think if it were lower, I don't know if I'd like the line as much. I don't know if I love all this extra satin here. We'll see. Again, this is my first time trying the Miracle, so we'll see how I feel about it in the long run after I've worn it a few times. But I'm wondering if this is a 5.5, and normally, what did I say my other shoes are? A 5? Yeah, so these might end up being a little bit big. We'll see. But, oh, they feel fabulous, you guys. Like fabulous. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. So good. Yeah. Boom. There's my other foot because he's like, I want to play too. It's my Genki foot. Okay. Well, I see a comment. What's happening? Oh, good. You guys are talking. Yay. Good. Keep talking. I love it. Okay. You guys keep talking, but I am going to go. Thank you. Glad you think they look fabulous. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate it. If you're interested in the kind of shoe I'm wearing, it is the Grishko Miracle. I got it in a 5.5 triple X, but it's a oh. It's like a medium shank. No wonder. Yeah, I'm probably going to kill these pretty fast. We'll see, but they sure are pretty. I'll use them for photography for sure. But I want to thank you all so much for watching tonight, and be sure to comment in the box below if you have more questions or comments or thoughts, shade, etc. Oh, that's your size too, Claire? Ah! Okay, cool. Cool. Well, if we ever get to meet someday, we'll have to swap shoes. It'll be crazy. But be sure to comment below. I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about what all is going on in the dance world right now? What kind of videos do you want to see? I have a backlog of everything I'm working on, but I do take the requests into account, and Christmas wish list, all that good stuff. If you're not following me on Instagram, if you're not following me on Twitter, I am on there. I don't do Twitter as much. I do kind of do Instagram. YouTube's my favorite. I am on Facebook under Ballerina Badass, and I'm more on the personal page than that fan page thing. I don't know, the whole Facebook fan page thing, whatever. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Stay positive. Keep loving yourself, because I'm totally stealing it from RuPaul. If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Yes, yes, thank you very much. And yeah, I'm just so grateful to you all. Yeah. All right, you've been watching Ballerina Badass. My name is Georgia Reed. You know what I'm going to say. Let's say it all together. Never give up. Never stop dancing. I love you all. Toy, toy, toy. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.